7-1. Here he comes. Off the mark with a flick. Tamim Iqbal has improved tremendously. He's got a lot of self-belief and confidence. And then he's been brought up on playing on these pitches. He can tackle spin well, no issues if spin is introduced up front with the new ball. He can hammer paces as well. Views in Pakistan. cricketgateway.com. It's the way to go for international views. .pk, in fact, cricketgateway.com.pk for Pakistan views. He'll set himself up for the pull shot. Kamran Akmal is very clever in reading Mohammad Irfan's length. He'll go back, sit back and look for the pull. HBL VIP box. Get the best view from there. You don't have to give yourself a lot of time if you're batting on a track like this. You can straight away just go for those big shots.
Islamabad with change of tactics. They've only gone with one spinner, Shadab Khan. So it's all pace. Roman Rice, Mohammad Irfan, Mohammad Sami, Ahmad Bhatt, Shane Watson. So complete turnaround to going with spin.
That could be because it's a lovely shiny surface. It's not an abrasive one. And they say half the job is done if you can read the pitch properly. Keen to have a gully in place for Kamran Akmal because he cuts the ball so well. Here he goes with a pull, half a pull in fact.
Yeah, Bassett, your spot is a good one, and it's a question that was on my mind at the end of the last game as well, and that's why at the toss, I asked Darren Sammy, who's the opposing skipper, who he felt, which type of bowler he felt would do better on the surface, because there was very little turn, folks, in that 400-run game that we saw earlier. Sammy's response was something along the line, fast bowlers into the pitch may have a better chance. Now, it's theory. Both captains said execution tonight is the key.
Oh, that's a good bouncer. That's a slippery delivery to end the over. 4 without a wicket. Very good start. The United Irfan bowled a lovely over. Mohammad Sami, still preferred. He's been in the circuit since ages.
I mean, Bassett, you've seen more of him. Is he any different as a quality of bowler now than 26, 27 years old?
Well, he still runs in hard. I think he probably would prefer T20 cricket. I think he can be really good for 4-over spell. I always felt that he he struggled a little bit in 5 days cricket, in test match cricket, because of lack of consistency. He'd bowl a good little spell here and there, but nothing on consistent basis. But I think with the new ball, he was good then, and he's pretty slippery even now. I'm amazed at his fitness, because when you're not playing international cricket, and if you're a fast bowler, and if you go back to domestic cricket, you can easily lose it on those dead pitches. The competition doesn't inspire you. But he's still very much in demand, and he's given a good account of himself. He bowled straight. There were issues with his lack of direction. It has head position, and the way he ended up at the crease were issues that he never could address completely. But he seems to be more wicket to wicket. So in that regard, I think there is a bit of improvement. That may have come with experience.
The one thing that has been his problem, or his biggest issue, is that under pressure he does crumble. And we've seen this many a time when batsmen get after him, or there's a pressure situation where he has to bowl well, he doesn't deliver, and that has held him back. He's been very talented all through. He's got all the toys, but that's the difference.
Still hitting the bat hard. He was late in driving at that, Tamim Iqbal. Umar Gul is a bit like him. Every time Umar Gul is attacked, he loses it. This is not a bad start at all, considering that this is a beautiful batting pitch. We've been raving about its trueness and what it produced in the first game. We've had bowlers thinking about safety. Once again, a miscue.
Well, this is a battle, because Kamran Akmal and Mohammad Sami played in the same team for about a good 6-7 years, National Bank. They've now changed teams, but they've been together for all their career, so they'll know each other, and they'll really certainly want to get the bragging rights here. Kamran Akmal wants to get after him, you can see that.
Wanted to hit it down the ground. Picks up a single. So far so good, just 7 from 2. If he's to come at number 3, if this partnership grows, maybe he'll drop down a bit. Here he goes. That's a beautiful straight drive. He must have enjoyed it. Not easy hitting him straight over his head. He's tall, and so picking up the length could be a little difficult. It takes a bit of time hitting him down the ground, but Kamran Akmal made it look extremely easy. Have a look at this one. Big wind, clearing the front leg, and away she went, straight. Slips removed. Bit of a safety cover for Islamabad United. Oh, almost a brilliant catch, but he has stopped a boundary for sure. It was a huge ricochet. The ball went to third man. Gets applauded by Shane Watson. There's value in having youngsters in the inner ring. Have a look at this dive. Fantastic effort. Brilliant effort by Shada.
electric in the field. Last night as well, the run out was very quick, and they've spotted that, and well, backward point, you have to be electric.
Was in very good position to play the pull shot. He had covered the set of stumps, and in T20 cricket you've got to be reading the mind of the bowler all the time, and he was in good position to crack a four here. Have a look at that footwork, fetching it from way outside the off stump, but he got the length. The execution was a little iffy.
Islamabad would be happy with this, just one boundary and a good part of 3 overs, just 2 balls of the 3rd over left. Irfan needs to close this out.
Well, that's gone up in the air, safe, and 4. Yeah, not the first time you've seen a top edge of his bowling. He gets awkward bounce from the length, and Kamran Akmal was pretty keen to hit him over mid-wicket.
Yeah, top edge, sails away, safest place to hit it in T20 cricket or any kind of cricket, over the keeper's head.
Oh, that's hit him on the head. That's hit him on the helmet. Hit him hard, actually. He's giving it thumbs up. But it was a nasty blow because the ball almost dropped down after hitting him on the helmet. 17 without a wicket. Checking out on the equipment. But he's okay, thankfully. That's a good start. Roman Rice.
Yeah, just going back to our question and our chat about bowling into the pitch. This is the last ball of the previous over, flush on the helmet. I don't want to see anyone get hurt, especially given recent history in the last couple of years. But as a bowler, even if you've seen 400 runs earlier today, you come out here tonight and you let it be a guide, but you don't let it dictate what you do.
Taken, gone, hitting it straight to Misbah ul Haq at mid-on, and that's a valuable wicket. He's not reacting, he's reacting now. The ball went straight to Misbah ul Haq. It was hit extremely hard, didn't get the elevation, the lift that he wanted, Tamim Iqbal, and we know Tamim can be deadly dangerous. That's not a no ball. So Tamim Iqbal has to leave. So a rare miss for Iqbal is gone for 4, and it's 17 for 1. Mohammad Hafiz got a demotion today. He's batting at number 3. It's not a bad spot at all. 15 matches and his average is on the lower side. Strike rate of 111. A single 50 to his name. Wanted to attack Ruman Reis. He's only young Ruman Reis, but got a great result.
Look at the pitch map. We're talking about bowling into the pitch and back of a length instead of pitching it up. And that, I think, you're going to have to change that as different phases of the innings come. But this is what I think you must do. Conditions may have changed a little bit under lights. Back of a length initially. And hit the pitch hard. And that's what they've done so well up to this phase. I'm not saying it's going to dictate the outcome, but it's a good start for them. Not quite there. Has to hit it on the up.
Well, some would say keep him on strike. Hafiz hasn't had a lot of runs under his belt. Javed Afridi's the owner of Zalmi. And there's been a lot of demand regarding the merchandise. Glorious. Fabulous way to get off the mark. Yeah, he plays that cover drive with a lot of ease, and when he's on song, there's no better cover driver than Hafiz in the Pakistan circuit. Really was well struck.
Floated up, long half volley, but a gorgeous cover drive. You wouldn't say he's out of form. You wouldn't say he's out of nick. What a shot from Hafiz. What a shot to get off the mark.
And what are you doing up there? Is do not go that close at the moment into the pitch on a length or just short of a good length. If he plays a good horizontal bat shot, fine.
Oh, run out, chance of a run out, directs hit. Oh, misses the target, the man at mid-on. "21 for 1. 21 for 1 in 4. The bowled quite nicely. Oh, pull shot, that's a good response. Earlier was hit on the helmet, but if you miss this, well, you missed a lot, because KP was on fire. Treating bowlers with disdain, and have a look at what he did to Sunil Narayan. Plenty of sixes. Yasir Shah was also in the harm's way. One of a few, select few, can hit a 6 off the back foot. Such a powerful striker of the ball. Great flourish and follow through. 8 sixes in all. And he got 88 not out, and this would have felt great, being admired by the great Sir Vivian Richards. Last 9 balls faced, 6-6, 1-1, 6-1, 6-6. 6 sixes. Dive. He's away from the ball. He's had issues over the years, Hafiz, at angling his bat. And slips are always in the business when he's batting there. Gingerly across, not entirely confident.
He's nicked that, and it's gone to the fence. Maybe this is the little bit of luck that Hafiz needs to turn this tournament around. It's been an awful start for him. couple of ducks and not a lot of runs. Maybe this is the innings. This is a bit of luck that every batsman needs.
The more dots he'll play, the more under pressure he'll get himself. HBL VIP box. And be ready for a catch, Pepsi catcher Karo. It's called for two, running back for two. Dwayne Smith a little late in getting to the ball.
Talked about a bowling perspective on this pitch. The other thing, and you guys know better than I do, from a batting perspective, is when you've sat and you've watched the earlier game and we saw KP, I think you've got to guard against it giving you a false perspective and lose your principles of how you would normally build an inning. So again, it should serve as a guide, but you've also got to abide.
Gone is Hafiz. So his bat form continues. I think he was undone by a slow delivery. A very, very soft dismissal. Played it with hard hands, couldn't keep the ball down. He's disgusted, disappointed. You can use any term, any adjective that will describe Hafiz's mental state at this stage of the HBL PSL. Gone after scoring only 10, 28 for 2 Zalmi. Is a class act, Owen Morgan, and in good form. He can handle a situation like this. 28 for the loss of 2, and when required he can go absolutely berserk like Kevin Peterson, a natural at T20 batting. Well, the stage is set for him to have a great innings. This is an excellent pitch. Oh, excellent ball. Yorker, full length, and he does well. 28 for the loss of 2.
$28 for 2 after 5. So the opening little exchange here at match 12. Rahman gets it down, and they'll get a single. So 2 wickets down inside the power play. Don't want to lose any more, and would certainly like to get a wriggle on if they could, with 5 deliveries left. Morgan. So he's out in the middle now with Akmal. Lovely change of pace from the 7-footer, Mohammad Afan. First one down. And then Hafiz here. Gutted. was Tamim. So batsman number 2 and 3 have disappeared. And Hafiz's woes continue. You know, Morgan, if side make the finals, he's not going to be here for the grand finale. Irishman, he's got to head out to Captain England in the Caribbean. Little mini-series, and here he goes! And he gets enough of it to go up over the top of mid-off to get his account underway.
Well, he scored his highest T20 score just a couple of games ago. Chalked up 80 in a very nice knock. Mentioned earlier in the pre-show, a little bit of a rough decision in one of the games, but other than that, he's been in some pretty good form. Apologies, second highest score. What I love about Owen Morgan is that he came out to the Pakistan Super League because he wanted to improve his batting to spin. Some players might stay at home for the winter and just work in the nets, but he's put himself out there. Sometimes the best way to learn something is out in the middle. Yes, you can have bowlers bowl to you all day long, but to work out a way in which to combat the spin, particularly here in the UAE, and then hopefully for Owen Morgan and his team, not that he'll be playing there, but in the final as well.
Again, that change of pace. He's not the quickest going around. Ramirez. More Q-Mobile selfie moments. Boss in the back's keeping an eye on them too, isn't he?
He's photo bombing the GoPro. That's basically what he's doing.
So, looking a little punchy too, isn't he? A little grumpy. Oh, get into the vibe of it. It's the HBL PSL Season 2. Last ball of the power play. And it disappears. Mohammad Afan won't get that. So the over has gone for 10. 6 done, 38 for 2 now. Asked to bat first, Peshawar Zalmi. Toss went the way of Misbah al-Haq for Islamabad United. And as all the captains have done, let's have a bowl first. Shut up, Khan.
Yes, he bowled beautifully the other night. Young player, he's an emerging player, and he bowled 4 overs just for 19. This is the last ball of the power play, just a bit loose from Ray's. Just go. That's a free hit, isn't it? Pitching outside leg. It's not threatening anything or anyone. So this youngster, he bowled 4 overs. And went for 19. And they were all singles. And that was against Quetta. Yeah, we've seen a different complexion to this match. 38 for 2 in the power play. Quetta was 75. I beg your pardon, Lahore. That is a flat 6. He's got such great hands and feet, Owen Morgan. The way he manipulates and just invents shots.
Well, what a change-up. Didn't go for a boundary in that 4-over spell the other night. All 19 singles, but I tell you what here, different story from Dubai. We're in Sharjah. And the boundaries are appreciably smaller. And if you're slightly off your game, as Shane Watson's pointing out there, young shut up, he's going to get shut out. Big time.
This is like where you like to see how the young guns just bounce back. Gets smashed for a flat 6 from Morgan. What's he got in reply?
Well bowled. I think it's important for this youngster that he gets the length right. He's just got to bowl full. And anything just a fractionally short on here, as you just saw there from Owen Morgan, it's going to go square of the wicket. You'd rather it be full and hit down the ground. There's a long off and a long on, and you'd rather that. There we are. And so that if it's full, they can drive down the ground. You can defend that more than something that's short and asks to be hit square. Wonderful googly. And not read by Akmal either.
He's been reading most things pretty well, because the first game of the tournament he scored 88. So both he and Kevin Peterson now share the highest score in the PSL this season.
Last ball, shut up. Oh, that's tight. Yes! Pad first! Youngsters in the game. Disappeared for a maximum early on in the over, but he has come back here brilliantly with his last chance. 6th ball of his first over, and he's got rid of the dangerous Kamran Akmal for 19. First wicket in the tournament for the young fella. It's now 45 for 3 here. Number 5 out in the middle, Shoaib Maqsood. Powerful right-hander. Strong fellow. He's had his fair share of injuries. Some ankle issues, I recall, here a few years ago in the UAE. So he's joined Owen Morgan, who's got a dozen from just 9. Darren Sammy, and a flashing blade from Morgan will rotate the strike, so Maqsood is on, and he's here because of this.
Brilliantly bowled, pad first. Then the bat was behind that pad. So it's a good decision by the umpire. It's a great delivery by Shadab to bring up his first wicket in the PSL. Just see it out the back of the hand there.
What surprises me, Mel, is that Kamran Akmal is a wicketkeeper, and that's 2 googlies he didn't read from Shadab. So he's obviously got wonderful grip and deception with his googly.
Sammy, I want to see him. He's a little bit of shape, but also if he can deliver his Yorker here tonight. The other two sides were guilty of it in the previous match, not getting enough Yorkers in.
Zalmi fans are in numbers. Of course, yesterday we had so much rain. We had a full house, sold out yesterday. Unfortunately, we had the rain that came and dampened a few spirits, but we saw a win for Karachi. And that win against Karachi was against Islamabad.
On the game that was washed out, he got runs. 30 off 24 in really tough conditions. I think they bowled too short to him early, got himself in, and then once he got himself in, well, he really pushed on. And then unfortunately, you can see in that last shot, the rain fell, and it was all over Red Rover.
And Sammy takes it himself. A C&B, a caught and bowled. More importantly for the United, it is the fourth one down here.
Sammy's, he really can bowl a slippery delivery. He's gone. Maqsood's gone for a duck. 46 for 4. The horse is different.
Darren. Mohamed Sami. Shakib is out in the middle because of this bit of deception. Good pace, zippy.
No, certainly not the length, but also just a little bit of extra pace. The pitch that he got the 30-odd not out on, or 30 not out, was the other pitch that was slow and a turner. Hasn't made adjustments to this pitch and has paid the price.
Won the toss. Misbah al-Haq went his way, the coin toss. Here's another one. Get up! Oh, Mohamed Sami almost 2 and an over. Caught and bowled. 8 bowled. 46 for 4. Suddenly 4 down. Could have been 5. Here's a little top edge. Gets enough on it. Does Morgan. 50's up now, though, for Peshawar.
Yeah, it's pretty well done, this, by Owen Morgan. It's one of his favourite shots, and he pulls that reverse sweep out regularly. Sadab shouldn't be too concerned with that. That's better. Get the ball right up there.
All 7'1".
He went down in installments, didn't he? Legs, knees, hips.
Very good at this. Yes, it's a bit top edgy. He's positive. He knows what he's about here, Owen Morgan. Wants to get on with things and has all the shots. Shakib, Bangladeshi, is out in the middle. So 2 left-handers for Peshawar.
We talk a lot about matchups in the T20 game in particular. And I think for Owen Morgan, he's struggled a little bit with the right arm off his ball, just moving away from the left-hander. It's going to be given a wide, but they don't have that option in Islamabad today. And often when you come up against a side, you pick out their best batter and you think, right, who's going to match up well against them? And make sure that, well, 1, they've got to be selected, and 2, then they've got to be put on to bowl.
Nine off, 1 to go. Pepsi catch a crow. They're all waiting and ready. Got the catching hands on. 100 grand up for grabs. Be a share of it. Be aware of it. Oh, so it's turned a lot. And there'll be a reload, I reckon. Wides them, 4 wides them. Yeah. 14 off the over now and still 1 to go.
Yeah, he's turning the ball appreciably here, but he's just losing his concentration with his line. He's not giving Brad Haddin much of a go. He's really ripped this out of the fingers, but it's gone. Look how far that's gone.
No chance for Haddin. And too short on this occasion, but won't cost too many. So 15 off the 9th. That's 61 for 4.
Shane Watson. Now, there's a very special evening for Islamabad United. They've taken on board the World Wildlife Fund as a corporate social responsibility partner on environment conservation. It's through this partnership with the WWF that they are setting up and tying in with the Save Our Snow Leopard campaign, and they're trying to create awareness of environmental and habitat conservation while focusing on a cause that is very specific to Pakistan. Islamabad United with the World Wildlife Fund and with the conservation of the snow leopard very much at the forefront of this campaign. Now let's go downstairs to Zainab. She's got somebody with her, and to tell us more.
I've got with me defending champions ke owner Islamabad United ke Ali Naqvi. Ali, before we talk about the match, tell us a little about your new campaign.
देखिए हम माहौलियात के बारे में, एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में फोकस कर रहे हैं. When we got Islamabad United, the idea was कि हम क्रिकेट के अलावा और भी चीज़ों में फोकस करेंगे as a change agent. So environment is a big issue for all of us. तो हम चाह रहे हैं कि क्रिकेट की जो एक शोहरत है उसको यूज़ करके हम दूसरे इश्यूज़ पे भी फोकस करें. So आज हम फोकस कर रहे हैं स्नो लेपर्ड पे. स्नो लेपर्ड पाकिस्तान में भी एंडेंजर्ड स्पीशी है, दुनिया भर में है. 200 से 400 रह गए हैं पूरे मुल्क में और 7,000 के करीब हैं पूरी दुनिया में. एंड वी वांट टू मेक श्योर कि वो उसकी ज़्यादा पता चले लोगों को और उसके महफूज करने के तरीके में वो अपनी हेल्प कर सकें.
We saw a lot of the players, wearing those things, and you're also promoting selling T-shirts with all the leopards. So, is that also part of the promotional campaign?
It is. We are partnered with WWF. Obviously, they're doing an amazing job actually in Pakistan and the world over actually to protect the snow leopards. And we want to use our cricketing brand and cricketing fan base to make them aware that how important a snow leopard. And it's not only about the animal. I think we need to, as a nation, show that we care about the things in Pakistan, whether that's obviously our Pakistani humans or whether that's actually anything to do with environment or snow leopard. So वो सिर्फ restricted नहीं है snow leopard के लिए, but it actually shows that as a country we care about the environment, and also because the snow leopard actually doesn't have any boundaries, so it actually moves between Pakistan and 12 other countries in that region. So we want to contribute to the world as well. So it's beyond Pakistan as well.
It is indeed a great initiative. Coming back to the match, what do you make of it so far?
I think we are doing well actually. Zalmi obviously is a great side. I think we had a great match before this as well. As long as we have a good match, we are looking forward to a good match. I think yesterday's rain obviously was a little bit of a dampener. But today, Islamabad is doing well. They have restricted Zalmi, which has a very strong batting lineup so far.
Thank you so much for your time and all the best.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful campaign. And that is the end of the 10th over, 65 for 4.
Current run rate of 6.5. As long as Morgan is out there, I'm sure we'll see an increase. Shakib is a very good addition. Good that he could join the Zalmis, because at this stage, Zalmi need a bit of experience, or experienced hand at the crease.
Nice view from the HBL PSL box. Very exciting place to be. Open atmosphere, you can dance to the music, you can get your photo taken. You can get a good view of Owen Morgan. Obviously has good form, but he needs to do something special for his team. Ball has started turning from the leg spinner anyway. It's as much as we've seen the ball turn over the course of this day. Just one.
So what do they need now? In the next 10 overs, at least 100. Get to 160, 170. Provided they have enough ammo. Because after this, I'm not too sure whether they're capable of getting 10 and over. That's gone up in the air, didn't connect it, and is disgusted. Sami is still a very good athlete. Got there in no time, and Shakib is not a happy man. He wanted more out of the straight drive. Mid-off was up in the ring, so I guess the charge was decently on. I think it made a lot of sense hitting the ball straight over mid-off's head, but never could connect it properly. Gone for 5. Zalmi, 66 for 5 now.
The captain of Peshawar Zalmi, Darren Sami, is at the crease, and critical that he starts getting runs in such a crucial period.
The pace attack has worked for United, and maybe Shakib just thought Ahmad Butt is the right pace to get after. Didn't get any of it. And a great catch, running back, never easy. Made it look simple. Guess what? It wasn't simple at all.
Wonder if it was a little scramble seam or cutter as well. Good Yorker. But I think generally the seamers have bowled a lovely length for me, and that's why you use the earlier match as a guide. But look at that, 70% of delivery so far have been short. Only 10% have gone beyond a good length into the full area so far in this innings. That could change at the end of the innings depending on what happens. But the first half of this contest has been very good from Islamabad seamers.
And this bowling chart may just stem from the fact that every time Wasim played here in Sharjah, he would bowl on the shorter side and surprise the batsman. Unless the ball was reversing, and that too in the last 5 or 7 overs, he'd go full up. But otherwise, he'd be very keen to shorten the length, because pitching the ball up became an easy ball to hit. And I think they've taken a lead from his experience, in fact. Was in the slot, just couldn't get it in the middle. And he's still very active in the field. Did it brush something? Yeah, it's a wide. Aleem Dar there taking his time.
Also, maybe, Bish, they've got the bowlers to do it. Irfan, obviously, Sami's got pace. Watson likes to bang it in. Sometimes you just don't have the bowlers who could consistently do that.
Just 2 runs off the over, 67 for 5. $67 for 5. Tamim went cheaply. Akmal 19-10 to Hafiz. He's having a rough tournament, Hafiz. Shadab Khan back with the ball, 1 for 22 from his 2 overs so far. But he has extracted turn from the surface. 2 batsmen at the crease. Captains of the respective teams in the last World T20. Darren Sami and Owen Morgan now playing together.
It'll be interesting to see how Sami bats, especially because, well, just under 9 overs to go. Do you still really go after the bowling?
I think both Sami and Afridi are good enough for a 4-5 over blitz or stint. I think that is where they can be absolutely deadly dangerous. But if you ask them to rebuild and join the process, I think it'll be difficult to say whether they are able to accomplish it or not. Oh, almost an inside edge. And then there's this difficulty of handling a leg spinner for Sami. It's a good wrong gun. He had delivered the back of the palm and Darren Sami didn't read it.
And a lot of times the googly will probably be an effective ball to Sammy because he generally goes hard at the ball most times, and particularly outside the off stump, he pushes hard at it. Q Mobile selfie moment. Oh, there we go. There we go. You see how the bat leads and goes hard at the ball, even in defense.
It'll be impossible for him to read him off the pitch. It has to be picked off the palm of the hand. Yeah, back of the palm stuff. Oh, he had no idea. I think just a little high for leg before shout. Twice now. Done by Rongan, Darren Sammy.
He's one of the guys I identified today as one of my good young players. Oh, another googly. It's like reading Braille. 18 years old, 70 for 5.
70 for 5. After 12 overs. Peshawar Zalmi.
Tough work for Peshawar Zalmi so far. 70 for 5, 12 overs completed. This timed it for 1. Let's go down to Zainab.
8th catch of the tournament, Pepsi catch a crore. Zamir Hussain इस वक्त यहाँ पे हैं. ज़मीर सबसे पहले तो बताइए कि पकड़ा कैसे क्या आपने कहा?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. मैं उधर मेरे दोस्तों को अपने को ये कहा था, मैं उधर खड़ा था, मैं अपने ख्याल में खड़ा था, बस वो कैच आ गया, उधर ख्याल हो गया, उससे कैच ड्रॉप हो गया, मैं उसको पकड़ा, उसको पकड़ा. वो एक आदमी था, वो मेरे से छीन रहा था, मैं इसलिए उमर कमल था, बोला फेंको, इसलिए मैं जल्दी फेंका इसलिए.
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि आप खुद भी क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, बैट्समैन हैं, बॉलर हैं?
मैं खेलता हूँ, टेनिस खेलता हूँ. इधर टेनिस से बॉलिंग करता हूँ, ऑलराउंडर हूँ.
फास्ट बॉलर है?
फास्ट बॉलर है.
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि अब आपने ये पैसे जो जीते हैं, किसी को डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे या क्या करेंगे इनके साथ?
मैं अपनी जगह के लिए जगह बनाऊंगा, अपना जगह बनाऊंगा.
चलें, गुड लक विद योर मनी एंड ऑल द बेस्ट.
अच्छी बेचा करो.
Yeah, Zainab asked him what will he do with the kitty. He said, I'll make a house. Very sweet. He is so good at getting the right balance, Owen Morgan. When he's asked to hit, he reads the situation and then he'll produce some fabulous angles. And in a situation like this, every now and then he'll pounce on a loose ball. He doesn't forget the value of hitting a boundary, but he'll be extremely safe with his options. And then he'll keep on ticking the scorecard with his singles, rotation of strike. Not easy to bat in the middle order in T20 cricket, and he does it with a lot of ease. That's over the waistline, I think. Is it? No. Hit him on the thigh, I think.
Sammy would fancy his chances against, just underneath waist high level. But Sammy would fancy his chances against Ahmad Butt. Fast medium, but he does get the ball to tail and he bowls a good Yorker.
Hard length. Does the job again. 7 off the over, 13 overs completed, 77 for 5.
77 for 5 after 13 overs. Peshawar Zalmi.
The power play was a struggle, a couple of wickets lost. Just thereafter, 14, the biggest over so far. Last over for Shadab Khan.
Watch out for the wrong one. Watch out for Sami being dismissed here in this over, folks. This is very much on the cards, I tell you. He's not read him well. Oh, he picks up a single, so he's fine. He can breathe freely now. Right, leg spin it's a wonderful bowling action, you know. Tight wrist, cocked wrist. And the wrong one is out of the back of the hand. Doesn't use the crease that much. He's delivered both leg spin and googly from the same spot. Gone out. Owen Morgan. It's a big wicket. And the young guy has done it. He's not been bogged down by the occasion, neither by the presence of Owen Morgan, who plays spin so well. Just trying a dinky shot in the end. Being dismissed. It's got to be called a soft dismissal. He's shaping up very nicely. Morgan gone after scoring 28, 78 for 6. Zalmi.
Shahid Afridi has just brought the crowd to its feet here with his entry to the playing surface. There's always expectation, even if he doesn't deliver as often as they would like him to with the bat. Whatever he does, he'll do it quickly with bat in hand.
Trying something inventive. Easy as you like. Irfan there just looked so simple as he plucked it away. Big hands, dissolved that ball in his hands.
Amazing game, eh? 3-4 hours ago we had 400 runs being scored in 40 overs. And now we have 78 for 6. That's why they always talk about playing the conditions that present itself to you. Inside edge, excellent from Shadab Khan. One of my youths. 78 for 6.
Not bad for an 18-year-old. 4 overs, 12 dots. And that is how he he got the pressure on the batsman, exerted pressure on the batsman. Economy of 6.5. Fantastic figures.
Excellent bowling, good bowling, 18 years old and having a consistent tournament, and that's what you're looking for in the PSL. Young kids coming through, making a name for themselves. Mohammad Irfan. Oh, Yorker must be so difficult to pick up from the step ladder.
Yeah, he seemed to have missed it completely, Darren Sammy. Not the first time he's foxed the batsman with a fuller length. Remember that Sangakkara Yorker? For me, the best ball of the tournament. It really was electric stuff.
Gets home, Darren Sammy, but good smarts from Brad Haddon.
That's flat from, I think it was Sam Billings, wasn't he? Yeah, nice and flat and getting rid of the ball and hitting the stumps also, but Darren Sammy had made his ground then. Clever piece of keeping.
That flew past the left of mid-off. Cool and cool boundary for Darren Sammy.
That was hammered, absolutely nailed by Darren Sammy in his slot. And have a look at this big follow through and wind. This time he didn't miss the full length delivery. Swirl away from the fielder at mid-off.
I've got to say that it's been almost a perfect bowling performance from Islamabad United so far. Their plans have worked. Leg spinner bowled extremely well. They haven't got a lot of chances this innings, Pepsi catch a crore, and Islamabad United would want it to stay that way. But saying that, you've got Sami and Afridi at the crease, 3-4 overs blitz, and all could change.
Last ball of Mohammad Irfan's allotment for the night. 1 for 27 so far. Gets it over. Sheer power from Darren Sammy. 88 for 6.
Pulls through his arm and he's a bit quicker than you think he is. Such a contrast in matches that we've seen. Over 400 runs in the first match, and here Zalmi is struggling to get towards 130 maybe.
Funny old game, isn't it? You look at Mohammad Sami as well. His last game, he'd bowled well up until his last game, then got a little bit of tap. 18 in 1 over and wasn't used again. Now though, this is experience coming to the fore. He's fought back well into his 3rd over. He's picked up 5 for 1.
Absolutely crunch that. It's a big bat and he holds it down the end of the handle as well. And long levers there.
Cheerleaders loved it, I tell you what, most of the ground loved it as well. Time for a boundary and a big one. Skipper of Peshawar. Can Zalmi get up over 140? They need to go at 10s here, and they're 6 down. So a lot relying on the experience of Sami and Afridi.
He's got to try and bowl it at his toes. He's got to be aiming at those toes. Don't let him use his arms. That's it, right there. Brilliant. Take his toes out. The toe crusher. Darren Sami. Where's the chiropodist?
Oh, no, that is a Yorker of note. Tails a bit as well. Get those size 13s out the way, big guy. Can't find it. And then on top of that, he's going to lose a bit of composure at the other end. Come on, Skip. Oh, get the dive out. Ah.
Oh, he's got to... No, he hasn't. No. There's just a second thought about that, and Richard Illingworth said, well, I'm going to have some exercise.
And like you quick bowlers.
Yeah, left arm spinner was a little niggly left arm spinner.
Nagging. On the line? Yeah, fair enough.
You think so? Mel, what do you think?
We know so.
Of course we know. The line was there. It was past the line. It was a wide. Come on. I know you like him.
Big D, non-striker. Oh, he's flicked this. What a good shot that is. It brings up the 100.
Crowd absolutely loving it. One of the heroes here in Sharjah. I like the way he just moved across the crease a little bit, opened up the leg side, gave another opportunity to get in the competition. Pepsi catcher crawl. No, it's gone down. No, it's gone for 6, says Misbah.
Love the captain's expression. Misbah. Oh, where's that? Going! Gone! Get a taxi and get this one. Boom Boom's back in town, he sure is. Blow us one. And he does. 116 maximums, and it ain't finished yet.
And again, does exactly the same thing, but hits it even further. Gives himself space again. Whew. Oh, Misbah. Yeah, I'm just going to watch that. It has sailed a mile. What's he got now? 2 shots where he's opened up to the leg side. Now, does he think, right, well, Sami's going to go wider of the crease, so I might hold my ground and try and hit through the offside? Or do I go again?
Well, I think he's just got to try and get that Yorker in. He's just got to, you know, the ball he bowled to Darren Sami. Sami to Sami, 2 for the price of 1. Happy hour. 2 Samis. A double Sami whammy. Come on, at the toes, come on. There, that's what you want. Sharjah has suddenly gone up 100 decibels. 108 for 6. He's got his eye in now. Shahid Afridi. 2. That was wonderfully picked up and flicked into the terraces. And this one, high into the sky, over the roof.
Leverage there. Interesting, isn't it? You asked for the Yorkers, Alan Wilkins. He bowled that cracker to Darren Sammy. That's where Mohammed Sami had to be up against Afridi. He's so dangerous on length.
Oh, he's like waiting for a holiday. Oh, is that a good catch? I think it is. Sami, you can't keep him out of the action. Well, the Pakistan Sami has got rid of the West Indian Sami. Sami with the I has beaten Sami with a Y. It's gone for 20. It's 109 for 7. Afridi on strike and he moves across the stumps. Wahab Riaz is the new batsman.
Tried to muscle it, didn't he, Sammy? It was the slower ball. It was like the forehand in tennis. But I tell you what, great catch. The athleticism of the opening quick, brilliant. We've seen him take some really good catches. 1, because he takes the ground really well to begin with. 2, he's got a good pair of hands. 3, he's got really good body awareness, so if he has to go to ground, he protects the ball.
Wahab Riaz, well, he can bat a bit and he can hang around, and that's what he's got to do, is really think about Shahid Afridi being the senior man here, but he likes to have a crack himself.
Yeah, a bit of an anticlimax. Revved up crowd here. So Ruben Reyes is not quick. He's trying to be tricky. Good changes of pace. Already got rid of the captain and Darren Sammy. Second ball of this over.
That's pretty good. That's okay from race, you know, to get the ball up there as far as you can. You've got to be aiming at the foot of the stumps or the toe caps. Well, they've got a chance. Where are they? Are they sort of mid-on for the Pepsi catcher Karor? If they catch it, then you go into a pool to divide the $100,000 US dollars on offer. Well bowled. Really well bowled. It's the full length that deceived him. It's 111 for 7.
It's 111 for 7 after 17 overs. Peshawar Zalmi!
It's a much more pleasant evening here tonight, I can assure you, than it was last night. It was cold, wet, miserable. But Shahid Afridi now holds the key for Zalmi to put a decent total on the board. 3 overs left. Shane Watson, he's only bowled the 1 over, and he's going to come on now to bowl his second. Wahab Riaz is on strike. Irfan's finish, 1 for 31. Sami, 1 for 24. Race, 3 overs, 10 dot balls, 2 for 17.
Yeah, well, Watson, Shane Watson, Watto, specialist, death bowling specialist.
And the duel continues between these two. Oh, Wahab Riaz takes the first points, slaps a 6 over long off.
Sure does. He waited beautifully. Got onto the front foot and waited because there was a change of pace here from Watto. He had a little leg cutter, opened up the front hip, waited and hit through the line rather sweetly. He enjoyed that immensely, did Wahab Riaz. Well played, sir.
And that is our 30th 6th chakka of the day. 30. So chakka, we've had these. He's played that well. He has squeezed that out backward of square. Watto, Shane Watson's got to be clever there on how he bowls to Wahab Riaz. He can bat.
I love this little battle between these two players. It started in Australia during the World Cup when Riaz was bowling to Watson. Pace at the Adelaide Oval, it was fantastic. Now Watson bowling to Riaz here in the Pakistan Super League. And at the moment, Riaz has the better of him.
Yeah, now Watto, where are you going to go here? Are you going to give him a short one, or is it going to be speared in at the toes or wide? Short! That doesn't give Brad Haddon any chance at all. The runs are coming here for Wahab Riaz.
Oh, what a choke on this one. Bangs it in. And Wahab Riaz, he's all over this one, he loves it. Little off cutter banged in. Going to need a couple of step ladders for Brad Haddon there. Seen this a bit tonight with Misbah Luck on replay. 6-4-4.
Yeah, but Danny, when it's short like that, you know that a guy who comes in like Wahab Riaz, he's going to throw the bat at everything. 18. He's gone for now in 9 balls, Shane Watson. 6-4-4. That's what you got to do, but look at this, it's going to be 4 leg byes. Oh, it's inside edge, he's got an edge on it.
Rueful smile from Shane Watson. Got it right. Yorker in, that is. Take a little Chinese cut, take 4 and be happy. Oh, wonderful placement and timing, Wahab. You beauty. Can't set a field for that.
Four balls, 18. Now the field changes. Mohammad Irfan comes up from fine leg. He's now up inside the circle. That's what he was looking for, the previous ball. He's going to get 2 though. That's 20 off this over.
Big over, that's what they needed. 20 so far, possibility of more. Particularly with Wahab on strike at the moment. He's found the boundary on the first 4 deliveries, found a 2, found himself back on strike. Can he top the over off with the big one? Watson will probably go full again.
.21 off that over. It's 132 for 7. Well, somehow now there's a bit of responsibility on the shoulders of Romain Reis, because that last over from Watson's just gone for 21. That's the first ball, slap for 6.
That was a fantastic shot, waited for it beautifully. Just threw the kitchen sink at that one. A little bit lucky on that one, or maybe a lot. Yeah, I think Watto will probably want to forget that one very quickly.
Well bowled, tucked him up into the rib cage.
Hello? Where did that come from? Rahman. Yeah, last over fireworks. Well, it's square of the wicket, downtown square of the wicket. There, a bit of luck there, the top edge. Then the lovely placed Chinese cut. Yorker got 2 and he says, oh, look, I have another one there. And then he keeps the over because he gets a single. So 21 off and he kept the strike.
Well bowled. Slower ball deceived him.
Brilliant. Well, after a huge over the over before off Watson, Reyes has now started with 3 dot deliveries. Bowling partnerships just as important as batting partnerships. And he certainly realised that Islamabad needed a nice tight one, and he's providing it so far.
Superb. That's 4 dot balls. Given the carnage that we saw the previous over, this is outstanding from Romain Reis.
No, no. Can't let the bowler do that. 4 dots on the trot here in the 19th.
Just the one maiden so far in this PSL. Mohammad Amir, a wicket maiden.
He's got him as well. Can he get there? No, he can't.
Good thing about this, it allows Freedy to get down there. So Shahid Afridi can face the last ball of this 19th. Bit of luck there again for Wahab. Wow, he's 23 from 13. Still striking nicely at nearly 177.
What a superb over. 2 singles from it, brilliant. 1 over to go, 134 for 7. Reis, 4 overs, 2 for 19, outstanding. 14 dot balls there. Economy 4.75. He has done a night's work for Islamabad United. So now we've got the final over. It's going to be Mohammad Sami, and it's Shahid Afridi on strike. 134 for 7.
Massive penultimate over. We've seen it around the globe regularly in franchise cricket. The 19th is often such an important over. It can change the complexion of a contest.
I'm not sure if he's caught hold of this. He hasn't. He's gone. Reis takes the catch. It was a brilliant over he's just bowled. He was probably feeling pretty pleased with himself, and he's taken a comfortable catch. So Shahid Afridi has gone toe end of the bat. He's gone for 17. It's 134 for 8. Hassan Ali is the new batsman, but Wahab Riaz is on strike. Yes, that's where you want it. You want the ball going right in at the feet.
Shahid Afridi throwing absolutely everything at it, wanting to continue on the form that Riyab had shown. Didn't get it though, right at the base of the bat. And that's not the soft spot. Probably jarred in the hands a little bit as it hit the toe. Yes, Misbah.
Oh, knocks out his leg ball. It's a great sight for a fast bowler.
Zingers are on big time. They're flashing as the flashing blade of Wahab Riaz has been beaten. So a little cameo has come to an end. Useful, 23 from just 15. The 9th one down now for 134.
Junaid Khan comes in, 134 for 9, 3 balls remaining. Looking for the Yorker again.
One of the best at it. Bowling at the death, that is. Mohammad Sami. Giving a little bit of space to try and free the arms, but if you're going to do that, you need to make contact.
Superb. Just knows what he wants to do, knows how to do it. 3 for 25 from his spell so far. Well, look, the last 11 balls from Reis and Sami. Everything's just full. Just a couple of short ones, that's all. So it's the final ball. Superb. That's the end of the 20 overs.
Hassan Ali has had a good tournament off the outside edge. 5 wickets in the tournament, but he's been consistent.
Right arm medium fast is sharpish. Darren Sami, I'm sure he'll have a thing or two to contribute as a captain. Very proactive. He's an excellent limited overs captain.
He waits for a little bit of room outside the off stump, does Rifadullah. He likes to go square. He likes square on the offside, so the cut shot or the square drive. So he'll wait on that.
Yeah, looking forward to see Afridi bowl today, how he'll be used, and Shakibul Hasan, 2 spinners. Different tactics from Zalmi. United keen to just use 1 spinner and had a very fine fast bowling unit. That's a good delivery, shape away from the right-hander. Swing.
It's what Hassan Ali does so well when he gets the ball down that channel. Quite often with the new ball, it just shapes away. He's nicked off a couple of edges already in this tournament. Babar Azam One of his victims, that spectacular catch by Darren Sammy.
Shakib Ul Hasan will keep things tight. Feeling a bit cold. But, loads of experience in his shape.
Hit the stumps and may have been ricocheting away for runs, but it hit the umpire thereafter and stopped the ball dead in its tracks. Who do you think will win this match? Vote now at the PSL T20. Excellent line at pace, and Hassan Ali punches his fist in anger that he's missed the outside edge.
Yeah, he's all pumped up, looking for an outside edge, looking for a nick, looking for an early breakthrough, and yeah, no footwork whatsoever from Dwayne Smith. Once again, lovely channel. Yeah, when will you nick one?
He's faster than you think. He just hustles you a bit when he runs in and kisses the deck rather than hits the deck.
Just 2 off the over. Excellent over. 2 without loss.
Peshawar Zalmi.
Millings will be slotting one down tonight. His form has been good. Had in Misbah Watson. An expectant crowd here tonight. Pity about last night's inclement weather when it was even fuller here at the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. Junaid Khan will share the new ball with Hassan Ali, back after missing a couple of games. Played the first game, was left out, came back in last night but didn't get a ball because of the inclement weather.
We talked about Islamabad United hitting the pitch and bowling that short of a length, but these two bowlers are different. With the new ball, they like to swing it and probably pitch it a little bit further, fuller than the Islamabad bowlers. So we'll see a different set of skills, and if there's swing on offer, there'll be a handful.
Goes short and top edge and into the stand. First 6 of the innings.
Well, he's threatening to be aggressive. Rafatullah and, well, a top edge went for a 6. But he wanted to hit it hard. Yeah, he was looking for a big pull away towards mid-wicket. Agricultural, yet effective.
I think he was pressing onto the front foot. That's what I think as well. And there we go. Even though they swing the ball, he can still bowl short, Bassett. Lofted. Clears mid-on. Wahab can only watch. Now he has to retrieve.
Well, Junaid Khan has got to do better than this. He's a newcomer, this fellow, Rafatullah, in PSL terms. And he's not a regular also. He hasn't played a lot of cricket for Pakistan. Just 2 international one-day matches, nothing more than that. Making room and hitting him back over mid-on. So a short ball followed by a full-length delivery. He's just got to make use of his left-arm angle. Yeah, by using that angle, he'll be using the feel on the offside.
Have a number of catches already taken in the crowd in the PSL, and you can be a part of it to win a share of 100,000. Got him! Good length, nice off stump line, pressing on to the front foot. And found the bounce and the movement too much for him. Zalmi needed an early wicket, and they've got Rafatula 12 for 1. Brad Haddin replaces Rafatula. $13 for 1. Still no Billings, but you'll be hoping Brad Haddin can reproduce his form from that encounter up in Dubai when the teams met first time. Hassan Ali. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant corridor, brilliant channel.
Yeah, nothing short in the end. Drawing away from the line of the ball. Weight on the back foot, wanted to hammer it over towards the leg side somewhere. And a regular ball, taking a wicket.
The length, once again, was immaculate. Not a lot of foot movement from Haddin, but just done in the length. He skids on to you, so if you're not ready to push forward, you'll have to be a great back foot defensive player to actually block him out.
Targeting the good length area and seaming the ball around that off stump. It's an excellent line because you are committed to that line.
Yeah, but and as well, Bassett and Rambo, we talked about the length. That to me is a good length. That's still a good length. You can hit that length hard, and you've seen 2 or 3 deliveries back up the good length. Even though he's a short, skinny guy, He's bowling into the pitch. There we go again. Back of a length and getting bounce. If you're swinging the ball, you can be on a good length. You can swing it from a good length. Doesn't have to be half volley.
And surprises batsman with his pace and hits the bat hard. Again, the length, immaculate.
Yeah, you can talk about how good he is as a bowler, but his temperament is also to look out for, because he bowls with the new ball, then comes back and bowls at the death end of the innings, so he can alter his lengths and will develop a bit of subtle variations in his last over spell or last couple of overs. That's where he's really precious and valuable to the side.
Could be close. Finger goes up. Hassan Ali. Hassan Ali, what a star in the making he is. Another wicket goes down, and Zalmi needed this. Haddon goes for 2, 15 for 2. Now Sam Billings comes in. He's been in good form. 70th not out already in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, there was an instance earlier where he struggled when he was beaten with a bit of low bounce. This was plumb as it could get. Would have gone on to hit good major part of middle stump, but ball kept once again a little low, but it was the accuracy, wicket to wicket stuff, that was so impressive. Right, Shakib Ul Hasan, left arm spin. Doesn't want to get hit, Shakib Ul Hasan. He builds pressure by bowling dots. Yeah, it's been a lovely spell. Shape away from the right-hander, targeting the off stump, shorter of the length. This was the ball that got him thinking about Hassan Ali, and then he got him in the end, plumb in front. Created an impact on Brad Haddon. In the end, bowled a lovely length delivery to get rid of him.
You could argue that Haddon was beaten for pace. He does get the ball through when he's at back of the length. You're probably better off pushing forward than staying back, because it skids through. And actually was late on the ball. The bat was nowhere near when the ball hit the pad. It might look as if it stayed low, but it was actually the pace that did him.
Expect no spin from Shakib Ul Hasan unless the pitch is abrasive. Will not get a lot of spin. So Naveed Nadeem, I really want Hassan Ali to be part of our test squad. He shows that discipline in his game. Yeah, and plus his body language is strong. I was going through a list of young players who could be drafted into test cricket from T20 and one-day cricket, and Hassan Ali makes that grade. Imad Wasim is the other one. He also has a strong presence. Babar Azam is another one who should be there in all the formats, especially in Test match cricket. It was an extremely meek performance from the Test side against the Australians recently, and in one area where they were absolutely ordinary was the body language. Didn't get nothing from them in a tough situation. 18 for 2.
Islamabad United in a little bit of a sticky situation, 18 for 2, but they're only chasing 136. Similar type of score that Lahore Qalandars failed to get against Quetta Gladiators up in Dubai. Hassan Ali, another over on target, and there was a little bit of a debate. Basit Shahid Afridi went to Sami went to Hassan Ali, and I'm sure the discussion was, should we give him one more or should we keep something back because of this wonderful channel that he's bowled? And only 3 balls on a good length, most of it back of a length.
And with that sort of short of a length bowling, you'd think that you could manage him off the back foot, because he's short and because he's skiddy. You need to push forward rather than go back. I think he'll beat you for pace with the new ball if you stay in your crease. And Brad Haddon, very seldom does he push forward. The ideal delivery from Hassan Ali to him.
It was like facing one of Ramiz Raja's great foes and contemporaries, the late Malcolm Marshall. I'm sure a lot of people out there thought I was going to say Danny Morrison.
Danny was extremely sharp. I remember that spell from Danny during the World Cup game that we had against New Zealand at Christchurch. He bowled at lightning pace, quicker than Wasim Akram. I promise you, that was a real quick stuff from Danny Morrison. Almost clocked 150. Bowl with, and he picked up 2 wickets in no time. Got rid of Amir Sohail in the very next over. Inzi chopped on. But my all-time favorite, obviously, is Malcolm Marshall. A complete bowler, Bish. You would have played with him. You know, he could reverse the ball. He was brilliant with the new ball. And in trying conditions, we're talking about a grassless Karachi pitch or a barren Lahore pitch prepared for Abdul Qadir and Tawseef, and there would be Malcolm Marshall picking up a fifer, adjusting so beautifully around the stumps, over the stumps, sharp bouncer, always at you. I remember once I was playing against him and he suddenly had a silly point in position and he was bowling round the stump. So I said, I was trying to locate the angle. What is he going to do to me? So I was expecting a short ball in the rib cage. Maybe the ball will pop up and go to silly point. But because I was good through the mid-wicket range, he bowled me a perfect outswinger. And I went forward and the ball went on the bounce off the outside edge to that man who was put there at silly point. He was precision driven and covered all the angles. He's a master.
Won't hear the end of Danny Morrison now, going back in the car, bowling 150 clicks. That'll be the conversation for the next week. He's already started, apparently, sitting in the studio. Spell and a half from Hassan Ali. 21 for 2.
Take about Hassan Ali, just 3 runs off his last over. Wahab Riaz now on, hoping to do the same. Dwayne Smith can't get it backward of point. I'm going to get it over and done with early here, Danny. Faster than Waqar Younis. No, Wasim Akram.
Oh, that was back in '92. And I do remember that. It was Christchurch. Just the story that Rambo was on about. And we got bowled out for about 160, so a couple of us were a bit grumpy. We'd won 7 on the trot in that World Cup of '92, and we got run over. So, yeah, we got a bit fired up. I think I got my dear mate of his listening there in Pakistan, Amir Sahel, bounced him out. And in those days, you couldn't get it, you know, above the head height. It's probably up the head, actually. And it should have probably been no ball, but they were cruising. They were going to cruise, only 160. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of bounces. And as I say in the game, the old 45 degree with the elbow, probably, you know, the Spanish archer. He biffed a couple there for you, Wilco. You'd have been proud, Wilco. Yeah, cracked it, get in there. And Was was saving himself for the semi and the final, you see. I don't want to blow out the gasket now. In the round robin, thanks. But he was extraordinary, as everyone knows. The great Wasim Akram. We just love watching him bowl. I was just sort of envious of just watching him glide in, make it look easy. When Wahab Riaz gets it right here, I've seen him recently. Wahab Riaz, that guy.
So is he related to Wahab Riaz?
That guy. He's a singer as well.
You sounded like Steve Martin then. Wahab Riaz. You did well there, Danny. You got it eventually.
But he can bowl quick, this fella, I tell you.
And it looked like Shane Watson was padded up, ready to come in next, so we might see a little bit of Riaz v Watson action, as we did during that World Cup. We've already spoken about it. It was what a wonderful battle between the fast left armour and Watson. And I think most teams are looking at this game plan to Dwayne Smith, cramping him for room, not allowing his hands through the ball.
Who's going to win this match? Vote now at the PSL T20. Now then, Danny, a rumour has it that not rumour, I've seen it, Sam Billings does a great Danny Morrison impression. You know it.
Yeah, look, I'm going to have to interview this young man on screen at some point. We'll have to have a bit of banter, a bit of fun. Good stuff.
And again, once again, that tight line to Smith. 7 off 12 deliveries so far for Dwayne Smith. Strike rate of just 58. Pepsi Catcher Craw, what a wonderful competition. Absolutely brilliant. What a chance for everybody in the crowd to share in $100,000. But you got to take a catch. Got to take one of the catches of one of the sixes. Over 100 of them already in this competition. So lots of opportunities. Stump to stump line to Smith is working well here for Zalmi. 23 for 2. Well, Islamabad United's power play, 23 for 2, just shy of Peshawar, and their lowest this season, second lowest over the Pakistan Super League. And a reminder, if you missed it in the game before this, the power play, 75. All Lahore as they put on 200.
Thing is here, Sam Billings is so quick and he's always looking for the second, and Dwayne Smith is quite content to take the one. Misbah, Watson, Shadab to come, the next three.
Width that he's missed out there, Dwayne Smith.
He's missed out generally, hasn't he? He's been a bit, well, I'm not sure what the word is, but he's got 7 from 12, a bit staccato. How about that? Should we go with that? But he's not as fluent. They're really looking for a little bit more fluency from the top from Dwayne Smith.
Yeah, strike rate right throughout this tournament hasn't been that high, just a little tad over 100. So we've not seen no fireworks from Smith so far. Try some muscle, that's really well fielded. Not a lot of time to react there. And the pressure builds. Slight adjustment in the angles here. Runway coming a little bit finer. Goes wide on this occasion, gives Smith some room with his hands. Yeah, that's gone.
Oh, Smithers! Good to see you. Give it the long handle here. He's been deceived in the flight slightly. The reach for it down on one knee, and the big bottom hand from the big Bayesian does the trick.
Fights back with a dot to finish off the over. 9 coming from it, 32 on the board. Run rate required now, just a tad over 8 runs and over. Crowd favourite, Shahid Afridi's on. Starts well, but also Billings with exceptionally quick footwork. Run rate just a tad over 4.5 at the moment. Very cautious start here from Islamabad. Well, possible opportunity at the bowler's end. Took a while to get going, did Smith. Direct hit would have been interesting.
Slow out of the blocks here, Smith. Touch and go, that would have been. Ooh, it would have been a goner. Richard Illingworth in a good spot. Good place there, Richard Illingworth. It would have gone upstairs anyway, wouldn't it?
Partnership, 20 off 27 deliveries. Both batsmen striking well under 100. Another inside edge. Freddie thought he'd got through the defences of Smith on that occasion. Pressure is building every delivery here. You just sense something's going to happen.
Yes, it is. I'm not sure he read that too well. He was going very square leg side. Yes, that pressure is mounting up for Dwayne Smith. 14 from 20. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, that'll do.
Well, the pressure's been released there, been released by a little bit of muscle. 126s so far in this HBL PSL. And a much needed one there for Dwayne Smith. And once again, a dot to finish the over. 9 coming from it, 41 for 2. Well, the coaches of Islamabad are huddled together, trying to get some body warmth out down there because it's a cool night here at Sharjah. They said the low was going to be 18, but at the coin toss it felt more like about 12. So a little bit cooler again now as we're into the second innings here.
Used to that, Mel Jones, coming from Melbourne. Chilly down there, girl.
Melbourne has its moments, I must admit. Not good for this warm-blooded girl, that's for sure. Much prefer it over here.
Or the Caribbean. Love it there too.
Smith almost a runner ball. Billings, well, he's played some wonderful knocks so far. He's struggling here tonight. Unbelievable to think that the game before this, 400+ runs were hit.
Yeah, listen to Ian Bishop on comms at the start of this match because it has no bearing on what's gone on previously, and that's the thing that happens here with double headers in T20. Side can do that, score 400 odd, and the next game can be so different.
Billings with that fantastic footwork. Once again, smash it through the offside. Maybe that's just the release he needs.
Well, he does do that. He does play very positively. Top billing this. Yeah, that's good. Another one who holds the bat a long way down the bottom of the handle, gives him longer levers. He was there for it though, wasn't it? And he was out of the crease in such quick time.
Another wicket keeper that held it a long way up was Adam Gilchrist. Maybe followed him as a bit as a kid.
Well, no better batting technique to follow than Gilly. God, when the ball left his bat, it just sailed. It just didn't go into the first or second row of the stands, did it? It went way in the back.
Complete game changer was Adam Gilchrist. Changed the game for wicket keepers as well. Footwork again has brought about his undoing. Riaz comes in with a big wicket. He struggled all innings. Had Billings. 11 off 16 deliveries. And the pressure built to a point where they finally got the wicket. Shake of the head for Sam Billings as he departs for 11 from 16 deliveries. Islamabad 45 on the board, 3 down. The skipper strides to the crease. Misbah al-Haq. Great average, 36. It's a tad over, strike rate of 124.
Well, we've been here before, Melanie. I can tell you that that number 22 on his back, it's half the emergency number in Pakistan. 1122, man for the crisis. Give Misbah a ring. Lead him out of a crisis. Tell you what though, when a wicket falls, it just brings you all kinds of reactions. Look at the bowler, look at that. Oh, look at the agony from the batsman. And that, Dwayne Smith, Sam Billings and Wahab. Brilliant, that is wonderful.
Brilliant camera work, 45 for 3. Rafatullah, Haddon, Billings all gone for Islamabad. 3 down for 45 in their chase of 136. Wayne Smith still out in the middle, 21 from 24, and Misbah al-Haq has just joined him. Both those men are going to have to face Shahid Afridi.
A bit of shape, didn't he? We commented how quick he is on his feet. Up against Wahab. Off cut, change of pace, change of length. Q ended it on. We've seen a bit of that here in the HBL PSL, second edition. A lot of chop-ons.
Really like it. We can see game plans coming out in this T20 format as well. Afridi not giving Smith any room, flat, darting them in. Let's see what his game plan is now to his former teammate in Misbah. So Misbah just settling himself in here. Got protection at cover, long off, long on, mid-wicket, deep backward square. As mid-off has just moved just a little bit squarer. Wider for Misbah. He gets it through the offside. They may look for 2, but they'll settle for 1.
I'm not so sure that there could be a running problem here between these two. But I do believe that Misbah is the ideal foil now for Dwayne Smith to get a little bit of structure to his innings.
Slap back with a little bit of power. There's going to have to be a dive, and a good one, and it's perfect. Not only is the dive fantastic, the flick up to Jordan. Hassan Ali, take a bow.
Great teamwork. Hassan Ali and Darren Sammy gets the applause there. Great stuff.
It travelled over those pieces of carpet there, and in one motion you can see there's the flick to Chris Jordan. He's bowled well, he's fielded well. And great to see that Darren Sammy probably ran a good, 50 metres to say, well done, son.
That's what Darren Sammy brings to the group. Any team and franchise T20 around the globe, that's what Sammy does.
Stifled shout. Did he get a little bit of bat on it? Yes, he did. Very good over. 3 runs coming from it. We're halfway. 48 for 3.
Required run rate is almost 9. So it's not that straightforward. So United would want Smith to continue with this innings for a little while further, and Misbah, we know, is a man of crisis. He'll be there to guide this innings till the end. So this is an interesting part of the innings. United can't afford a hiccup. Junaid Khan shining one side of it, and we'll see subtleties from him. Normally swings the ball when it's new and then comes back and will alter his length, do something different all the time. So 89 of 60. Oh, that's gone through. Hit so hard down the ground. Is such a big striker of the ball, Smith.
United will be hoping that Smith gets into his striking form. He's spent a lot of time at the crease. Overall in this PSL, he's not looked fluent at all. So maybe United will be hoping that he hits his straps right now.
Straight away, mid-off's been sent back. Fine leg is up in the circle. Oh, missed out an opportunity. I think he tried to hit it just a little too hard.
Trying to drag it to the onside once again. He closes the face. He's very dominant with that right hand. The doctor.
Some inside information on Smith. Darren Sammy there trying to address the situation. I think providing him with a bit of clarity, I think that is what is needed right now. What do you want to do? Tell me. This is how it has to be planned. Boom and gone. Makes it over the rope. So whatever was discussed between Junaid and his captain obviously didn't work. Hammered over mid-wicket for a 6.
Slightly slower from Junaid, and he's dragged it leg side. He's got enough power on the leg side that he'll clear the rope. Just going away from him, the angle, everything going to the offside, but Smith, he's going to the leg side.
Still not happy with the field now. We've got a mid-wicket. Square leg is up. Fine leg is up. Change of angle from Junaid Khan. He's bowling from around the stumps. Let's see whether this works or not. Oh, hammered. What a shot that is. Now, everything so right about that great cover drive from Dwayne Smith. He's absolutely nailed it.
cover driving at its best. We've seen the power through the leg side. Take a look at the power through the offside. Holds the pose. Ball's already gone to the fence.
Field changes again. Square leg in position. Fine leg is Shahid Afridi. 4.64. Slow ball. This was kind of a freebie as well. I think it was beaten by a lack of pace. This was a straight drive. Then a 6. Kind of a miss hit. Still carried over. Then this blistering cover drive.
This, without a doubt, Smith's best phase of fluency so far in the PSL. He got a 15 the first game. I think he got 30 the other night. But this is a fluent phase this over.
$62 for 3. Bit of leg spin. That's worked into the gap for a single. Dan is the monitor of the comm box. He's watching over us. I think Zalmi's best chance to dismiss Smith is if there is any spin from Shahid Afridi or Shakib Ul Hasan, involve a spinner. Otherwise, I think this pace bowling is not going to do a lot of harm to him in this innings. He's quite fluent, or has been, against pace. There is Shakib Ul Hasan. Get him on. Partnership of 20 from 17. Went very quickly. Shahid Afridi was still in his follow-through when that ball came and hit him hard on his hand, I think.
Smith flat past this back to Afridi, and well, he's done well just to get his fingers to it.
Wants a bit of attention, I think, Shahid Afridi. It's a fierce hitter of a cricket ball. Smith. Oh, that's gone into the gap. Once again, beautifully hit. Strong shot, strong innings from Smith. 71 for the loss of 3. Shakib Al Hasan, left arm spin. Misbah will bat like this. Just take a single, not worry about looking after the big shot, because Smith on the other end is carrying the momentum with his batting. Strike rate of almost 120 now for Smith. That's well bowled. Clever piece of bowling. Gladiators at the top. What a win today against the Qalandars.
Peshawar would think that 1 wicket here, they've got Watson to follow, but not a lot after that. So if they dismiss one of these two, just get the door open a little bit. Still require 8.6 per over, so they're still in with a big chance.
Intelligently played. Shane Watson, another big striker. All padded up. Misbah has faltered and he's gone. Wahab, they're picking up a good catch. Shakib Al Hasan has broken through, bit of spin, has done the job. It wasn't such a great delivery. Misbah really looking to crack it for a 6 and didn't time it. Misses is not happy. Misbah is not happy too. Gone for 5 and 73 for 4. Partnership uncoupled. Shane Watson is in 11 matches in 289. Misbah Haq not being able to middle that one, and Wahab Riaz taking a good catch. It went flat. It's nicely anticipated by him, and Misbah Haq there absolutely not happy. Required rate almost 9 now, 8.93. Right, a slip is in position as well. Shane Watson is on strike. Plays it with a straight bat for a run. He's off the mark, 74 for 4. He's going for it. Q Mobile selfie moment. Looks a little stunned and amazed.
think you make a good point, Bassett, that the HBL PSL box would concur with that. There may be not much in terms of quality to come after Watson, but so that wicket would be big for Peshawar. But I think for me, Dwayne Smith has to do what Billings did a couple of games ago when Watson made that quick-fire 36 off 27 against Quetta. Billings was not out 70 odd, and so the man that's set, really, ideally, the ideal would for him to see it through till the end, and Watson, you know, can strike the ball.
Didn't see any logic or wisdom behind Billings not opening the innings. Pepsi catch a Karo, boys, watch out. Watson is on strike. Because in a situation like this, you needed a good start. That would have taken the game away from Zalmi. Quicker delivery, Yorker from Shahid Afridi. Like, he has the habit of going back and pulling a spinner, and how many times we've seen him to get leg before wicket or bowled out. And Afridi will entice him really to play for that or go for that shot. He's quicker through the air off the surface. Only a single.
Just waiting for Wahab to come back into the attack. Watson has come out. Wahab had a good piece of him when he was batting, and we always go back to that spell Wahab bowled against him. So the battle within the battle, you would think Wahab will be warming up.
Straight, should be taken. Oh, he's missed it. He overrun it. Hassan Ali has fielded superbly. Well, you've got to call it a bad mistake and a crucial mistake. Oh, an opportunity was created. It was Smith who should have been taken.
Just hope for Peshawar's sake that this isn't the moment of the game changer. Opportunity missed, it's gone for 6. Smith goes to 50. Shahid Afridi robbed off a wicket. Is Peshawar robbed off a win here?
Well, he's looked extremely enthusiastic in the field, but I think he overdid it. Could have missed the ball in the backdrop, I'm not too sure, but it was, well, it's a boundary, not a 6. Oh, how close is that? They've gone for the appeal, caught behind. Kamran Akmal is keen to appeal. They get nothing from the umpire. I think Afridi was in a reactionary mode. I think he didn't go up for the appeal straight away. He saw Kamran Akmal and then he changed course.
What drama. Catch drop, last ball. Peshawar desperate for a wicket. Doesn't seem as if he's edged it. Kamran Akmal went up straight away. Afridi joined in, and then everybody joined in.
After 14, 79 for 4. Required rate 9.67. Was there an edge? So there was a bit of battle. Or was it the bat hitting the flap? No, it's just the bat hitting the ball. I mean, Kamran Akmal heard it. There's a clear little spike. And that could only have been an outside edge. All right, let's go down to Danny Morrison.
Well then, don't you love it here when things go a little bit crazy? Sam Billings is alongside. I'm Danny Morrison, but Sam Billings is going to play me. So, now then, Danny, how are you enjoying it here in Sharjah?
Oh, the party's started here in Sharjah. No, looking forward to it. It's good. Hopefully, the boys can get us across. So yeah, I need to work on my Danny Morrison, I think.
All right, you're up in the box with Rambo and co. This has just got hit for 6 by Smith. How does it go?
Smithy goes downtown. Over the ropes he goes. What a run hard, buddy, run hard. The net's 4 points. Counting them up. There you go, there you go. I need a bit of work on it though, but it's just an appreciation for you, mate.
See, he's better than me, so I'm going to start batting, and Sambo's coming up the com box.
No, definitely not.
There'll be a perfect switch.
No.
Would rather like that. 85 for 4, misfield. Earning a 4. Sohaib Maqsood there. Not been able to stop the ball, and well, he's been asked to come into the ring. Taken out from his post at deep cover. That's a good shot that he's played, not for the first time, because normally when he's a bit overconfident, he'd play that pull shot and get into all sorts of problem. But in this inning so far, he's been meticulously playing it with a straight bat. .50 now. Smith has played a very fine hand. Goes back, punishes it down the ground for a run. And after 15, it's 8.
Where's Sam Billings? There he is, Danny. Danny, you're needed here for commentary. A Q Mobile selfie moment with Danny Morrison.
Sam Billings' impersonation of Danny Morrison, I think, would be a lot better than Danny Morrison batting impersonation of Sam Billings.
Yeah. If there are any doctors watching or listening, there's no medicine or medication possible for him. He's supposed to be with us, you know that, Mel. He's supposed to be up here.
I do, but he's a different egg, isn't he?
Yep, he's a different under.
He'll be back. He'll remember at some stage. He'll want to see the end of this game, because, all jokes aside, big opportunity. Smith is well set.
Straight back over the bowler's head. You don't put fielders there. All that does is damage the ball as it rolls off the concrete.
Well, he's a player that can make up time. Remember, at the start of his innings, his strike rate was like 58. Now it's 125. He's 54 from 43. And he looks like the kind of mood to say, right, not only am I going to hit a big score, but I'm going to get the team over the line.
Nice looking shot that is. That's gone at a rate of knots off that bat. A typical calypso flick.
Power shot the boundary before. This time it was just all timing. Waited for the ball to come to him, hit it right underneath his nose. And the placement was perfect.
Yeah, it's not a good ball. You know, you've got a ring of fielders, you've got no one down there. Wahab Riaz, that's pitching outside. Leg stump is the doctor of destruction. And here he goes. He's a very big fella. Dwayne Smith, strong, muscular arms, and he wheels that bat, and it's got a very good bat. Well, there you go, Dwayne Smith. You're right, he's picked up momentum. He was sluggish at the start. He's now got 58 from 44. Strike rate has gone into the 130s. 40 needed off 27. That's a good ball. That'll get and keep Dwayne Smith honest. He's not going to get one for that.
Well, you can see from his highlights package, a lot of his big shots is from a good stride forward, and he has this really solid base. And any batter, if you have a nice solid base, that's the perfect start to hit really good boundary balls. That length, though, he won't be plonking on his front foot.
Now that is a wide. Square leg. Alim Dar has said that's wide on height.
Yeah, with this short approach, they have changed that field. So the one off the hip that he put through for a 4 had fine leg and square up inside the inner circle. They have now pushed back to the boundary to join a long on, third man and cover on the boundary. And just as I say that, fine leg is now going to come up into the circle, and mid-wicket is going to push back out.
Yeah, that man's square. I like that. I wonder if it will be another short one, or is it double bluff? Get it full. Short it is. Wrong direction. That needed to be at Smith. That needed to be at him. So he played the pull shot. Good contest, this, isn't it? A naturally aggressive batsman and a naturally aggressive bowler. Chilly out there tonight. It really is.
It's really fresh. I might have to go shopping tomorrow, borrow a jumper. I was currently in the UAE thinking warm, heat, sun, blue sky. Should have done my research a bit more.
Well, no, it is. I mean, the initial edition, the first one, the inaugural edition, we had blue skies every day. That's it, straight up there. Smith was back there. End of the over, it's 99 for 4. They're going along at just over 6 and over. The required run rate is 9.5. 38 required off the last 4 overs. With Dwayne Smith there, he should be the man to guide Islamabad to winning this match. But a wicket, well, if he gets out, if Dwayne Smith leaves the middle here, then I think that there'll be a bit of jitters in that Islamabad dugout.
Yeah, Smith is the key wicket. The set batsman, the batsman that can just really take it away from them. They want him first. Mind you, Shane Watson would be a handy wicket as well.
Oh, Junaid, oh, he slapped it straight to deep point. Now then, they're going to have a look, first of all, how high was that ball? If that was above waist height, it's a no ball. They're calling it in the stands. Now, I think this might have to go upstairs.
I think it will. From the naked eye looking at the ground, I thought, oh, that's close. Then the ball was caught. Umpires now come together. So we'll check out the front foot first as a no ball, and then look at the waist high.
This is a huge call now. Front foot is, ooh, that's fine. That's okay. We'll live with that. This is it. That's a no ball. That's well above waist height. Even if he was standing up, he's a little bit lower, but look how that's high. So I'm afraid that's not going to be out. It's going to be a no ball, this. They'll be looking at that big screen, though. They'll be looking at Alim Dar. It's a no ball. It brings up the 100 for Islamabad. Now, it's not over yet, this episode. Look, well, I think Alim Dar's a little... It is a free hit. They're just confirming here it's got to be a free hit. Danny Morrison's returned. He's lost his green hat. You've just come from the HBL VIP box where you looked very much part of the furniture, Danny. Well done, good to see you.
Yeah, had the hard hat on, bit of security down there in the box. A lot of fun. And good to see Sam Billings as well. It was good of him to do a little cheeky interview because, of course, he got out cheaply and he was a little miffed. A little grumpy.
Right, here we go. Free hit. Oh. Doesn't matter if he catches it. He's very close to bowling another one.
Oh, just getting the jitters, aren't they, the bowlers? It happened in the last game as well. Can't hit the Yorker length delivery. There's pressure on everybody out in the middle at the moment.
.36 from 23. Now Shane Watson, he's faced 9 deliveries for his 10, just the one boundary. Everyone's a little tense out there for Peshawar Zalmi.
Just takes another wicket. And particularly that of Smith. Get the man that's set and roaring, get him done, get him out. And Junaid Khan, very capable. Whether it's over the wicket or round the wicket to right-handers. Who do you think's going to win it? Well, interesting. Wow. Tight. Oh, that's a shocker, that, from Junaid. He's trying to spare in the wide Yorker, and he's missing his mark by some distance.
I think he'll need a little bit of captain's love here. Darren Sammy coming over to him, just offering him a little bit of words of advice. Every delivery he has bowled this over has been off target. How does he get it back? He's got to get it back. 35 from 23.
That's what he's looking for. Full and wide. Allows Smith to get back on strike. So that's good news for Islamabad United. 4 to go because of the no ball and the wide. They're very, very long over this one. Concerns from Sammy. He wants his strike bowler, one of his strike bowlers anyway, get that radar right. Bowls great Yorkers when he's in the groove most of the time. Top of the pile, there's the big Bayesian, Dwayne Smith, 185. Then O'Reilly Rousseau, Jason Roy there. Fakhar Zaman is having a wonderful time here. And then Sam Billings on the bottom of the ladder so far. Smith, where does he go? And he punches it downtown for a single.
He's just snuck up there, hasn't he? A lot of the people talking about the leading run scorers in the Pakistan Super League. You see, your mind goes to a Roy that smashed it. Dwayne Smith doesn't come front of mind. Certainly does now after this inning. 61 from 50.
A little nick on it. Did he get a little Q-ender? Would have been a wide otherwise. And Junaid Khan is not quite right. Just wonder whether he may want to adjust the field, possibly come round the wicket, spare the ball in at about the base of off. At the moment, he's missing his targets big time.
Now going through Darren Sammy's mind also is, well, will I bowl him again? He certainly hasn't hit his targets. If he keeps going like this, he certainly can't. Not an easy job for the skipper out in the middle. Wants to get the fields right, set right for when Junaid gets the ball in the right area. Got to think ahead, thinking, right, who's bowling the next over? If Junaid's not going to bowl, who am I going to get? Those guys just have to think, I just got to get hands ready. I want a piece of that $100,000. All I've got to do is take a catch. It's simple.
Yeah, and then Pepsi will put you in their pool.
Swimming pool?
Yes, Danny. Right, Shane Watson, Watto on strike.
Flashing blade. Oh, 6-4. Watson. Class act. Anything slightly loose, it's going to disappear. Nelson's up on the board in 16.5.
So strong, and look at that base. He always hits from such a solid base. Front foot goes a long way down the pitch, and it's so balanced. Tamim Iqbal can only watch it going over his head. Chaka.
He's got a short sleeve jersey on as Shane Watson, but normally when he's just got the shirt on, it's got hashtag Thor. The Avengers movies, and the training shirt on with hashtag Thor on it, and he's wielding that willow like it is his hammer. God of Thunder, Thor, Greek mythology. Oh, and here's some more Thor action. Oh, it's over the roof. What a great way to finish the over. 18 off the 17th. It's 117 for 4 now. Going through the ball option. It's Richard Illingworth and Alim Dar just checking it out. There's been a few disappear here in Sharjah. That length is always going to disappear at the end of a T20 innings. On the roof, and will stay there, will it? Off the back. A little souvenir for someone. 36th of the day.
How many balls have we lost? I reckon we've lost 5. That is a great hit. That belongs in a baseball ground, doesn't it? Beautiful. Good follow by our camera boys. Ooh, didn't like that, Cameron, did you? Ooh, that's ugly. Right, here we go, Danny boy.
He likes inflicting them, does Akmal. At the moment, he's watching his bowlers go around the park a little bit.
You're right up there, Jono. You okay? Good lad. It's a bit warmer in Brisbane, Australia than there. Is he in the firing line then, Danny? You should have given him that green hat you had on.
I was going to say, Jono, we'll bring that hard hat to you, dear fellow, but we'll get a maroon one for Queensland. Wow. Oh, the tennis ball bouncer. One for the over, says Alim Dar. And it's the next delivery.
Now it's a great delivery. Hours and hours of practice to get the consistency and the length right for this. The slower ball bouncer.
He did duck it, Dwayne Smith, but yeah, the leg-cutting, slow tennis ball bouncer. What a beauty. Well, that tailed a bit too. A little bit of a wobble and curve in the air. Went full this time, so suddenly a couple of dots and a single, all very comfortable for Islamabad United. 19 from 15. They're in control. Other men in red.
Darren Sammy would just be saying, it's only going to take this one wicket. We just need one. Just give us a sniff. Get a new batsman out in the middle. He'll take a little bit of time to get themselves in. No adjustment to the field after that long discussion. No, there is. So square legs coming up inside the circle. On the boundary at the moment. Third cover. Long off. Long on. And Darren Sammy, the captain, at deep mid-wicket.
I'm glad he's got his third man back because he's bowling it across the right-hander. Oh, it's a no ball. You don't want to be doing that. He is really running in here with a massive heart, and oh, Darren Sammy. Well, you got to turn around, Darren, because this is a no ball. That's a long one.
That's what happens, often happens when you're striving for that Yorker, that extra effort in bowling a bouncer or a Yorker, and he's a long way over. He's not just an inch or two, he's a good eight or so inches. Have to pull it back, get it right. So searching for his Yorker is Wahab Riaz.
It's a good comeback. We've already spoken a few times today about this battle between Wahab Riaz and Shane Watson at the World Cup in Australia a couple of years ago. Now Wahab versus Smith.
Just rolled his fingers down the side of the ball there, Wahab Riaz. He's got good variety.
Yeah, happy fans from Islamabad. A lot of Peshawar fans, of course, here in the house.
Third man's come up now, so what's happened here? He's got a 3 on the fence, leg side. It's 121 for 4.
Hassan next in. Quetta at the top. Peshawar at the moment are lying second at Islamabad United. Get this game done and dusted here. Game 12, and they'll move ahead into second posi. All very comfortable for the side batting. Tracking down 137 for the victory. Nice time in the middle for Dwayne Smith from the outset. And can he carry his bat and finish this game off? And Shane Watson in at number 6 here tonight. He's struck 2 massive maximums and a boundary. Here's Hassan Ali. And he's got pumped downtown with a skimmer. Darren Sammy, all 6'4" of them, can't get hold of it and palms it over for 6.
It's the half-century partnership as well. Here comes the track. He really caught hold of this. And if anyone can't get to it, if he can't get to it, Sammy, did he get a fingertip to that? I think he must have. That's a great effort. No one else could have got close to it.
I suppose the question was, if he took the catch, would it have beaten his other catch, so that Ian Bishop still would have had to have changed his name?
Archbishop, yes.
Yeah, super effort. You think of Darren Sammy, then that position, or Kyron Pollard, big West Indian athlete. Get round there and do that. I've seen Brendan McCullum, this form of the game. They get up, get hang time, or they're quick to the ball, great hands. Faf du Plessis. And goes full. So this is good bowling because it's at the stumps and you try and cut down that leverage.
That's one of the things that has changed in the T20 game. The captain, the man on screen, Darren Sammy, now fielding on the boundary as well. Old school cricket, the captain was always in the inner circle to talk to the bowler, talk to the keeper. These days, though, you've got to get your best players in the hotspot areas, and that's Darren Sammy on the boundary.
The impetuousness of youth. Hassan Ali said, "What are you doing backing up that far, Mr. Watson?"
Well, now, I'm just wondering whether the throw was worth it. No, not at all.
I suppose worth a go in terms of the position of this contest and desperately wanting to get this breakthrough. Partnership 57. Beautifully bowled. Little fumble from Akmal, but no damage done. So suddenly 7 off 7.
Well, maybe it was worth it. It meant that Shane Watson's now on strike. Smith's off strike. He's the one that's been hitting boundary balls, although Watson is 25 from 17. Maybe Hassan Ali thinks he's got a better chance against Shane Watson. It's all a little bit nerve-wracking, isn't it?
And Sammy, he's been busy in this over. So 19 bowled, 131 for 4. One more over to go, 6 deliveries and 6 runs required. So the Junaid Khan, who's been a little expensive here tonight, to say the least. 1 for 43 from 3. He's going around the park at just over 14s. But can he get his Yorker right? And he's brave enough with the old leg cut or off-cut tennis ball type bouncer that never arrives.
Huge match coming up. Double header really for them, and they're going to have to turn things around pretty quickly, Zalmi, because they're up against Karachi Kings, who have won a game. They're off and running. Speaking of bravery, Darren Sammy has given the ball to Junaid. Got a little bit of tap in his last over.
Yeah. And can he do something extraordinary? Junaid Khan here for Peshawar. And you saw that graphic, they're going to have to back up again tomorrow night. Only the single fixture tomorrow, match 13 of the HBL PSL for 2017. Back here tomorrow night. Sunday evening, 9 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. 8 p.m. here in the UAE is fixture number 13.
What's he thinking here, Danny? Junaid didn't have control of his last over. Now bowling the last over. Just 6 needed.
Can he get a great Yorker in? Disturb the timber, knock over the poles. And he tried. He'll take one and be happy, nothing outrageous. 2 quality overseas players here for Islamabad. Smith humming along at 71, striking at 122. And Shane Watson striking at 142. He's 27-0. Junaid Khan. They really do need 2 wickets to be bowled and create some more drama here in match 12. Can Junaid Khan do it?
Well, he's asking a lot of himself because he's got his 3rd man up and his fine leg up. Little snick here off the edge, and there they are. They're up inside the circle. So everyone's looking in front of square. Now Dwayne Smith on 71. 5 needed. Oh, he's hit him on the elbow. That was quick. I think, is that hit him on the elbow or just on the body?
Near the call. So evasive action there from Dwayne Smith, but geez, I tell you what, left arm round, he's changed the angle here, Junaid Khan. This is quick. Wide on the crease, banged it in. Smith lost it. That is uncomfortable. Hasn't rubbed it at all.
Are you kidding me? He's not even rubbed that. Yeah, I'm rubbing my elbow and Mel's. I'm not rubbing yours.
Of course you are.
No, I'm not.
Here he comes back over to Watson. It's up and over. And it won't go for 4. They're hustling for 2. And Smith, if he could have gathered there, Junaid Khan, would have been real interesting.
He had to hold that, didn't he? Had to collect it. 2 needed from 3. They're not done yet. They're not done yet.
Look at this, it's just kicked at the last second. It's one of the skills in cricket these days. Didn't even get a hand on it, was miles out.
Okay, 2 needed from 3 balls.
You got to have your eyes open, don't you, Coach Wilkins? Taking those. Wow, got him in the midships. There's a dot ball. Hello. 2 from 2. Don't say it, Melanie Jones. We don't want a super over. Or do you?
Why not? The crowd wants one. It's been tight all night. Probably deserves one in a way. Junaid fighting back so very well. Had lost the over before, was all over the shop. Now, 1-1-2 dot. 2 balls to go. 2 needed. A bit of byplay there, I think, potentially.
Smith, he hadn't left the crease, had he? He doesn't. Right, 2 balls left, 2 runs required.
Thinking of 2. Are they coming back? They are! And gonna have to come upstairs. It's the winning of the game if he's home. Watson. Alindar, not sure, but here's a review.
That was a desperate dive. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, he's gone. That's out. It's a long, desperate dive. But Watson is short of his ground.
Listen to the crowd. Here's the Qatar Airways decision. It's going to be red. O-U-T. See you later, Dr. Watson. Going to have to head back. Can't believe it, Darren Sammy. Wonderful theatre here in Sharjah on a Super Saturday. Scores are level. We've still got a delivery to go, though. Out for 30, Shane Watson. 1:36 for 5 now. Ahmed Butt is the new batsman, and he is going to be on strike. So lots of discussion out in the middle with Darren Sammy and the field. Junaid Khan, he's got one left. One delivery in match 12 here of the HBL PSL. So got to get this right. Got to stop the batters running through and getting a single to win the game. Can they create a super over? It's the only chance they have, Peshawar, if they want to try and steal the contest.
Oh, they're all crowd. There's a yellow ring all around Ahmed Butt. In fact, they need someone just to stand at short leg or silly point. Someone there.
Wonderful, inspiring captaincy, as ever. Not surprised about this from big Darren Sammy. Crowding Ahmed Butt. Hasn't faced a delivery. Young fellow comes out to the centre, comes out of the cauldron, and they need a run to Islamabad United if they're to take out match 12. Peshawar, they're looking for a super over. If there's no run here, it'll be a super over. Junaid Khan of Peshawar Zalmi. Here he comes. And it's through. He's threaded it through. Ahmed Butt, take a bow. He punches the air with delight. Not even the quick Chris Jordan, the sub-fielder, could get across. He was the one that ran out Shane Watson in the previous delivery, but he couldn't get across. Chris Jordan, handshakes all round.